guys, welcome to Pre-AP Chemistry. My name is Mrs. Burt, and I'm really excited to have you in my class this year. I know it's going to be a different year, and we're just going to show each other grace, and we are going to get through it. So just want to give you a little bit about me as a welcome. I have both my bachelor's and my master's degree in chemistry from Texas A&M University in Commerce. This is my 9th year at RHHS, and so if you have older siblings, there's a pretty good chance that I probably taught them at some point. My husband and I have been married for 13 years. We have 3 sons, Eli, Noah, and Jonah, and you will get to hear lots of fun and interesting stories about all the shenanigans they get into. And I am actually pregnant right now, so I will be with you guys through probably around February, and then I'll be gone for a few weeks and be back towards the end of the year. But baby number 4 is going to be a girl, so that is exciting. So I want to take a minute to walk you through the syllabus and show you a few things in Canvas on my specific page about where you can find some stuff. And then please always feel free to reach out to me by email or any other communication method that we establish as we go along. And I look forward to working with you guys this year. Okay, so here's the syllabus, and there'll be a place where you can access this directly from Canvas, and I'll show you how to get to that real easy. But just a few little important things I want to highlight. If you are meeting face-to-face, our classroom is 5101. And on the occasion that we are able to get into the laboratory, we're actually across the hall in 5103. That's a little bit different than probably your biology class because your lab space was in the same room. We do have to travel across the hall. You guys can read expectations. I've been getting some emails about materials and supplies. Nothing super special. So for this class, whether you're in person or face-to-face, you're going to want to have something for notes. I am not going to check your binders or require that you keep any special organization system. So anything that works well for you, whether it's a composition notebook or a spiral or just notebook paper or whatever, just something for you to take notes, and also something for you to hold on to any like loose papers. If there's a reference sheet, like a periodic table, you'll always have access to that virtually through Canvas, but you might also want to print one out and have it handy. So stuff like that, you want to be able to organize. And of course, you'll want something to write with. You will want to get yourself a scientific calculator. It does not have to be a graphing calculator, although if you have a graphing calculators do all of the same functions, so you don't need to buy a second calculator. Scientific calculators, you want to make sure that they have the exponential function on them. It can't just be a 4-function calculator, and they're usually less than $10 anywhere you go look for a scientific calculator. So that will be something that you'll want to have in this class. And then for my in-person students, if you're coming face-to-face or you have any intention of returning face-to-face, because of the issue with providing you guys with sanitary goggles, and normally we share goggles throughout the day, we're going to go ahead and have you get your own pair of goggles. They're typically less than $5. You can get them at Home Depot or Lowe's in the lawn care department. And so you want the ones that completely seal to your face and cover all the way around. So we're not looking for like safety glasses. We actually want goggles because that's what's going to keep our eyes safe in the event of any kind of chemical spill or splash. All right, so tutorials are going to look a little different this year. If you are in person and you need tutorial time, you are welcome to find either myself or Miss Kirkland, who also teaches pre-AP, in our respective rooms. So I'm 5101, she is 5102, and you can find us at those days and times available for tutoring. There's also going to be virtual tutoring times offered every single day, with the exception of Wednesdays, because Wednesday will be fully remote. So on A days, you can access me by clicking on this Zoom tutorial link. And on A days, I'm available from 12:40 to 1. And on B days, I will be available from 9:30 to 9:50 at that same Zoom tutorial link. If it's just a really, really pressing question and you're not able to get me on a Zoom call, you are welcome to also pop into Miss Kirkland's Zoom, and her links are provided to you there as well. A little bit about grading policy. This is pretty much consistent with what you guys are familiar with in all of your classes. So anything that's considered a summative grade will be 70%. And anything in that category, whether it's a quiz or a test, you can do a redo. I will expect you to do some remediation to make sure that we're just not repeating the same mistakes. But you'll be able to do a redo up to 70% if you have an unsuccessful test or quiz. For daily work, those assignments are 30%. And we do not do redos on daily work in pre-AP chemistry. And that's just a PLC decision. That's because this is a college readiness course. And then, of course, late work, we're going to abide by the district policy. So you have up to 2 days late to receive up to 70% of the original grade earned. Absences. So this one's a little tricky because we got this hybrid and fully remote option going on. So everything's going to be in Canvas, and it's just going to be really important that you interact with the material every single day, whether that's on your device, your phone, your iPad, or a computer. You need to interact with the material every day and make sure you're submitting something. There's lots of opportunity to submit short little quiz or checkpoint questions. So make sure you submit something each day, because that's going to be the best way for me to keep track of your attendance, to make sure that you're, participating in the course. There's some kind of guidelines on what you can expect to fall in the daily and major grade categories. I do have a remind, although since we are transitioning to Canvas, I'll probably start getting away from this remind. And send notifications through Canvas, because you can turn on, I'll send announcements through Canvas because you can turn on notifications for that, which is going to come to you the same way a remind would. I do not check. If I do send you a remind and you text back, I will not get that text notification because I don't check those things. So if you just email, or Canvas is going to be the best way to reach out to me. And UT Quest. Many of you may have heard of UT Quest. If you are an on-ramps student, this is a similar type platform that on-ramps uses. It's just a homework question program that we use to to grade homework, to just give you an opportunity to practice. And there is a video in the Getting Started section of Canvas for you to see how to enroll and create a username and password for UT Quest. If you are an on-ramps student, the username and password you create for on-ramps will be the exact same username and password that we will use for UT Quest. So do not duplicate that process. If you have already created a username and password through your on-ramps class, you'll be able to log into UT Quest using those same credentials. If you create a UT Quest username and password, you should be able to log into your on-ramps course with those credentials as well. And that is the end of the syllabus. All right, so let's take a few minutes to look at Canvas. I know you're going to be getting lots of different training, and you're going to hear this lots of different ways in your other classes, but I just want to give you some tips about what you're going to see on my particular course. So once you log in and you're on your dashboard, obviously you're going to be able to find your pre-AP chemistry course. It It will not say pre-AP Chem Master. You'll just see pre-AP Chemistry, probably what period you have it. But when you click on it, you'll come to a page that looks very similar to this. So a couple things. On this homepage, there are some links. So obviously this one will take you to the campus website. This one will take you right back to the syllabus that we just walked through. This one will take you to some resources. Let's take a look at those.